I believe the question that's scrolling on the bottom is being a good man enough? I believe being a good man is enough. I just think that women want so much excitement and happiness. They just forget all the good qualities that a man does have, and they trump that above, him able to protect, him able to provide, and, just want to be divorced. And it's just so horrible. I used to pick men from a superficial standpoint, and that never worked until I had to sit back and say, well, I'm sick of getting these results. I'm sick of these dudes not putting in the work and being consistent with me. So I had to do the work on myself to vet, to question, and see and appreciate what a good man was.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to hear that. Good job.
Very well. Can I say something about this before we move on?
No, you done talked enough. Let go. Time out for 5 minutes.
Let go hasn't been talking that much.
I actually haven't been talking.
He has a.
That's y'all cognitive dissonance. Y'all used to what I was
doing. Now balancing is co-signing.
Like
you doing what you doing. Y'all staying on code for them. When a woman staying on code for the women.
Deep breath.
This is what's happening in the real world. When a woman acts like how she acting, brothers come and stay on code with her.
Who do you want to talk next?
Ali, I'm sick of you too. I'm talking next.
Yeah, for being telling the truth, you could be sick of me telling the truth.
I'm sick of you too, Ali. All right, for real. Is being a good man enough? So the woman that was opposite of Bruiser's wife, I don't know if she's single or not, so I'll change it to say modern women keep women single. Like that statement was stupid because I would really say that women really don't know what they want, right? Because women don't know what a man is for anymore. Like they don't really understand the purpose of a man in their life. And this is where this is evidence to the dopamine-driven society that we live in, right? So, and this is also in better context to what Mr. Let Go was saying on King Talk about Disney Plus, the Disney Plus generation. This is where that comes from. All right. I need a man to be all of these great things. And if you notice, women are choosing men like the wife school said, based off of superficial, not substantive qualities. That stuff never lasts.
Right.
It never lasts, and they do not see, even though they have example after example of failed relationships. It is the women, like literally, if you want me, every time I talk about marriage, whether it be on one of Lapeef programs, Fight Club, wherever, people are like, you make it sound so boring. What the hell? Like, but those are the people that are looking for that dopamine hit out of a marriage. Literally, and my wife will not get mad in saying this, I chose her for that very reason. She had the least amount of fun shit going on. This woman is stable. She's practical. She's calm, right? Beside all of that drama that was going on with everyone, I said, this is the woman I want to live this boring ass life with. My life is chill as hell right now.
That's so beautiful.
I got no problems with this lady because that's the way a wife is supposed to be. That is the foundation a man can build upon. Right? A woman that behaves that way. So I would really encourage women to understand that you have to pick a man based off of, you have to understand what he's for. Is he practical? Is he reasonable, dependable? Is he consistent? That's it. Get to know him, get men that know better than you to vet him and marry the dude. Those are the only women in society that even have a chance at some real joy in their life. Because every other man will do you wrong if you're chasing that superficial love. Another way I want to phrase it is those type of women are chasing an immature love experience. All of you should be chasing a mature love experience. That's what I wanted this throughout my whole life. I didn't know what I wanted to be. All I knew was that I wanted a mature love experience with a mature woman so I can take this and raise my kids properly and don't got to worry about all the BS everybody else going through.
I have a question for you, Trigger Mike, since you said that. Do you think you have that mindset because you were raised that way by your parents and your family? Because I think what you're saying is absolutely true for modern women, majority, but also true for a lot of modern men as well. So I'm just going to bring the balance in there because I think a lot of modern men, not all of them, maybe also chasing a good time or just sex or just, and then that's how they end up single parents, right? Because a lot of times they're just chasing after these things and a woman's beauty and having fun and taking trips and spending money and going out. And if they're, maybe they don't have that mindset to be that husband, like you're saying, maybe because they also didn't learn it at home, like a lot of modern women didn't learn it at home. So are you saying you have that mentality because you learned it from your family?
So I do have the mentality. It was actually definitely learned from my upbringing. The only reason we phrase it towards women so much is because, let's say, in the Black community, if you look at the stats, twice as many Black women have kids as Black men. So they suffer from that problem way more than men ever could, right? So that's the reason why it's more something posed to women than men, but men are represented in that too, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't have to be from like your upbringing. It could just be about your surroundings. You watch people having, you know, uncomfortable lives and you're like, how did they get that? I don't want it. And then you go do the opposite. So it could be both.
I agree.
All right. Guys are just tuning in. Welcome to Lapeef. Let's talk. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the sponsor, T. Hanley, Uncomplicated Skincare for Men. Now it's time to get to the meat of the conversation. And we know the ladies like the meat.
Ow.
With that being said, our next topic of the night is relationships are the greatest mirror. Relationships are the greatest mirror. Let me go ahead and play this clip to give it a little bit more context.
Relationships are the biggest mirrors that we can have, because your partner could tell you something and they could say it from their perspective in just a very simple way, matter-of-fact way. But if that triggers you, then what that's doing is it's triggering a wound inside of you, and it gives you an opportunity to do one of two things. Either A, keep defending, keep the wall up, keep the fight, keep the blocking away from letting someone really into the depths of your vulnerability and your soul. Or B, you get to be conscious and aware of the fact that this is an opportunity for you to heal and for you to let go.
All right, relationships are our greatest mirror. Start with you first, Precious, then I go to Bruiser. Then let go.
I thought let go was going to be the first one, since it said let go at the end. I thought that was his topic or something.
I believe relationships are your greatest mirror. You know, a lot of times when you're in a relationship, it's a reflection of the things that you are, the way that you carry yourself. So I do agree. Relationships are your greatest mirror.
All right, go ahead, Bruiser.
Yeah, they are. You know, you can your spouse, the one who love you, the one who sacrifice with you, the one who goes on these journeys, these challenges with you, is the most honest person that you're gonna ever meet.